Welcome back, Techers. My name is Steve. This is Rate My Tech. I want to say thank you so much for your overwhelming support and pushing my numbers on the subscriber list. A lot of you started to subscribe now, which means so much to me, and it helps this channel so much. Now, before we get going on today's video, just wanted to say last week's video was about Apple TV and whether you can leave Sky Stream. In that video, if you have subscribed and you have liked and turned notifications on and also commented in that video, you have automatically been put in for the selection to win the new Apple TV competition that I am doing, which will hopefully be announced next week. So if you haven't watched that video and you haven't commented and you haven't subscribed and liked, you're not entered into the competition. So if you want to win a new Apple TV or be in the chance of winning a new Apple TV, then please make sure that you do that for me. That would be fantastic. So today's video, well, okay, so for the past, what am I now? What are we in? So I must be with these now for about a year and a half. I switched from Virgin. In fact, I have a video, which I will link below. I was on Virgin Media with their Virgin Fibre, and it was pretty good. I'm not going to lie, it was pretty stable. However, the router that they gave me sucked. I mean, it was just awful. So what I did, I counteracted that. So I kind of made that more of just a modem more than a router. And I went out and I purchased the Google Mesh system. And what the Google Mesh system is, it's a two round little box. Little things that I've got one downstairs, one upstairs, don't need that many, and it creates a mesh type system, and it allows multiple Wi-Fi connections to it and streams it, and it gives you, like through the Google Home app, it gives you all the information. You can put family, you can do it. There's so much you can do. Please check it out. However, now we're getting into the realms of IP6, so we're now getting these Wi-Fi 6 routers, and now Google have just brought out another batch of routers. They're pretty expensive, I think, for a pack of three. I think a pack of, I'll have to check out the prices, but it is really expensive, like £180, I think, for one, and maybe a bit more for the three. Don't really need the three, just need the two. But this is basically IP6, Wi-Fi 6. And what Wi-Fi 6 does, so let's say, for example, like me, you've got all the speakers, you've got the kids, everyone's streaming on Amazon, Apple, you know, all that stuff. That's all got to go somewhere. And if you've only got a 2-lane motorway like this, and you've got suddenly all these cars coming down, you're going to get this blockade of traffic. So you're going to get this slow congestion. It's going to be buffering. It's going to be this. So you need something that's going to be able to handle, because now the home, you know, is all on Wi-Fi. Your phone's on Wi-Fi. Unless you are one of those that's got Ethernet cabled around the house, majority of it's on Wi-Fi, unless your router is by the TV and you've got most of that stuff plumbed in. A majority is on Wi-Fi, so you need something that's going to be able to take that kind of traffic. So I went with, I moved from Virgin and went with BT, because they came and knocked on my door and said, we're doing a test run of the Halo 3 system, which gives you something like 900 meg, what's 1,000 meg down, and about 120, 150 meg up. My God, can you hear that rain? And I said, oh, okay. And then they said, oh, but we're going to give you just like a 4G failover with EE, because BT and EE are now kind of whatever it is. So they said to me, could you want to take that? So I said, yes, sounds good. And you know what? Although it is costing me probably the best part of 54, 55, 60, about £60 a month, I think, for that broadband, I have not, touch wood, never been down, because one of their promises is guaranteed speed, guaranteed not to be down, and should the unthinkable happen, you get this high priority. So I kind of thought, but at the time, because I was going to be testing it, I got this amazing deal. Now that deal is coming to an end, so I'm weighing up my options. However, my mobiles are on EE. EE has come back to me and said, we can do exactly the same. It's the same kind of router, and it just says EE on it, because who own EE on who EE own is BT. But because I have my phones on EE, you get this weird kind of discount type thing. Now, I'm a little bit on my eggs in one basket. I don't know. However, I'm contemplating on it because the reason I'm not going away, and I know a lot of people are going to shout me down here because they have a lot of problems, I have not been down, not once, with BT. I have not. Now, I've got these BT little round disc things around the house. I'm contemplating turning them off. However, should there be some weird issue, which is like once in a blue moon, the Google has a bit of a hiccup, which it very, very rarely does, I can switch to the BT Wi-Fi. So I've got two Wi-Fis predominantly in my house, but going through the same broadband. So I've got the BT Wi-Fi and I have the Google Wi-Fi. So I can switch between both because Google then connects directly to the BT at the back end and pushes it through. But what I love most about that Google is the amount of connections. And now with Wi-Fi 6, which I'm tempted to invest in because everything, you know, now we're streaming and everything else. But to be fair, I've looked at the throughput. We're hardly touching it. Even on Wi-Fi, I'm getting like 350 something, 400, sometimes 500 meg up, and getting something like 100, down and about 150 up. And it has been rock solid. Let's have a quick look now at what the speed test will do in my office on Wi-Fi through the Mac. Right, so let's have a look. Here we are. Here we go here. We are just going to run a quick. I'm going to do first. I'm going to do the. Let me just check what Wi-Fi am I on at the moment. So there you go. There's my Mar BT. There's my Mar Wi-Fi. Mar Wi-Fi is the Google one. That's the one that I predominantly use all the time because it's just such fast throughput and it really does increase the way that the internet speed is operated on. Mar BT is obviously the Wi-Fi for the BT router, which I'm tempted to kind of switch off because the Wi-Fi on the Google is just so good. Anyway, so let's have a quick look. Let's just run a quick speed test. Bang. So now this is an iMac i5, not the newest, and that's what I'm getting coming down on Wi-Fi through the Google Mesh system, which is in the room with a closed door and everything else. And this is my up speed at the moment, so give or take. So that's not bad, not bad at all. Let me just try it on this one here, the speed test by Ukala, whatever they're called. Let's just get rid of that top bit. I hate all the ads this thing has, but I guess that's how they operate. So let's just go in and run a speed test on this. It will tell you that it knows that it's BT. And it's going to London to get that speed. So I could probably find something a bit closer, but let's have a look. So yeah, at the moment, upwise, yeah, about 108, 110, 109. We're going to go a bit more. Can we push more? No. But the thing that you've got to look at the most was that consistency, the latency. Right? It's just absolutely solid. It really is just solid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. So this is how the Google app looks within the iPhone. Now I've got it in the iPhone, obviously got a Google phone, but this is what I use it on. And you can see, I'll just come across here and I'll put that here for you. Now basically you can see it's so easy. It gives you all the information. You can run a speed test and that works really well. You can also run a mesh test. So you can test the mesh of the network. You can set priority to devices. You can check what's using bandwidth, what's not. There's so much you can do in this app. It monitors, and also if someone joins your network, say one of the kids gives their friend access to the Wi-Fi, you get a nice notification on your phone to say, so-and-so has joined the Wi-Fi, are you okay with this? It's so controlled. You can really control it and know who's got what access to who. So, and also as well, you can drop that access. You can even set up a family network, so you can restrict. So you can say at 8 o'clock at night, the internet goes off for all the children's devices. So they can't access the internet. So you can really restrict it. You can stop them from sneaking around at 11 o'clock at night, trying to watch YouTube or play Roblox or whatever it is they do. It's so comprehensive the way Google interacts with it, which is one of the reasons why, I mean, BT's got a similar thing, doesn't come close. It's okay. BT's one's okay, but I don't need the two. It is nice sometimes to fluctuate between the two, but if I do go for the new Google Wi-Fi 6 system, it's even better, it's even faster. The way that we utilize this super fast, solid, structured broadband will be incredible, and it's only going to get better. And if you're doing all this kind of streaming and Virgin and Sky Stream and music streaming, the kids are playing online games, whatever it might be, you need something, that backbone that's going to handle those multiple connections. And if you're like me, you've got these speakers and you've got the Max, Google Home Max and so forth. You need something that's going to handle that throughput. And honestly, for me, I don't know, hit me up in the comments if you've tried it. The Google Mesh system is fantastic. Now, I know there's Orbi and there's others out there, and there's some apparently you can get on Amazon, Wi-Fi 6 for like 120 quid that do a really, really good job. I've not used them, I've not tested them. You know, anyone out there watching this video wants to send me some to test, I'm happy to do that. But for me at the moment, it's the Google Mesh system. You can just see, just by watching what you've had here, the app has been fantastic. It's so easy to manage. It's so self-intuitive. You can't really get it wrong. And you can control things. You might not want to control things. You might just want that amazing throughput which it gives you and the way that it handles that connection. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please make sure you leave a like, because that will just tell the YouTube algorithms, hello, check this video out. Please make sure you subscribe. That would really bump up the channel. You know, a lot of people watch it, because I know now the way YouTube does things. For example, I watch YouTube all the time, and I sometimes don't subscribe to a particular person, but because I've watched their channel before, it pops up on the stream. I should really subscribe and follow my own advice, which I'm now doing, because I can't go preaching to you guys, please subscribe, and then go and do the same thing myself, because it's so easy, because you know it's going to pop up anyway, you know you're going to watch it, but if you do the notification bell, you get to see it first, you get to do this, blah, you know what I mean. And please make sure you hit me up in the comments. What do you want to see next? I've got some things lined up, but I want to do the investigation and bring it to you. So please hit me up in the comments on what you want. I love reading your comments, people. And thank you so much for the love and support. So until next time,